Welcome and thank you for joining us. You are watching Millennium News Hour and I am Tanziba Nouri. Today we have brought top and trending news from across the nation and the world. Let's begin with the headlines. US to file criminal charges in Trump campaign hacking case. Trump defended Laura Loomer despite concerns over her far-right views. John Legend defended Haitians in Springfield against false rumors. Starlink to bring free internet to United Airlines by 2025. Pope Francis says Kamala Harris and Donald Trump both against life. Teen charged with murdering mother after fatal shooting of father. Justin Timberlake pleads guilty in connection to DWI case. Three Americans among 37 sentenced to death in Congo coup case. Ecuador's largest prison director killed in latest attack amid surge in violence. Thousands demand democracy in Tunisia amidst election controversy. Pochettino sets US a target of winning the World Cup. And Cristiano Ronaldo becomes first person to reach 1 billion social media followers. You are listening to Headlines Now News in detail. The US Justice Department is planning to file charges related to the hacking of Donald Trump's presidential campaign, officials confirmed. In August, the Trump campaign said it had been hacked, and later, federal officials identified Iran as being behind the cyber attack. The hacking involved an effort to steal and spread files from the campaign, though the stolen information hasn't widely circulated yet. As of September 14, media outlets reported that charges will soon be filed, though the details of the charges and the people involved remain unclear. Hackers used an AOL email address under the name Robert to send the stolen files to American media, but the files haven't been published. Last week, federal officials stated that Iran's goal was to damage Trump's campaign, while Russia has been supporting Trump over Vice President Kamala Harris. Cybersecurity experts previously warned that Iran's hackers are skilled and persistent, and they have targeted both Trump's and Biden's campaigns in the past. The Justice Department also charged two Iranians in 2021 for attempting to interfere in the 2020 election. Donald Trump defended far-right activist Laura Loomer after some of his closest allies expressed concerns about their relationship. Speaking at a press conference in Rancho Palos Verdes, California, Trump said Loomer had been a supporter of his campaign but claimed he had little control over her actions. Loomer faced criticism from both Democrats and Republicans for promoting baseless conspiracy theories, including one about immigrants during a September 11 memorial event. She also attacked several lawmakers, including Senator Lindsey Graham and Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene, after they condemned her inflammatory remarks. When asked about Loomer's conspiracy theories, Trump responded that he didn't know much about them but acknowledged that she brought spirit to the campaign. Loomer's recent social media posts, including one referencing 9/11 conspiracy theories and a racist remark about Vice President Kamala Harris, sparked further controversy. White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre criticized Trump's association with Loomer, calling her views racist poison. Singer John Legend spoke out on Thursday defending Haitian immigrants in his hometown of Springfield, Ohio, after false rumors spread by former President Donald Trump and Senator J.D. Vance claimed that Haitians were eating pears. Legend, who was born in Springfield in 1978, posted a 6-minute video on Instagram urging people to show kindness to the Haitian community. Legend explained that many immigrants moved to Springfield in recent years due to job openings, especially in manufacturing. About 15,000 immigrants have settled in the city, which has a population of 60,000. He stated that these individuals came to work hard and achieve the American dream. In response to the false claims, Legend firmly said, "Nobody's eating cats, nobody's eating dogs. We all just want to live in a healthy, safe environment." The video, which has received over 142,000 likes, ended with Legend signing off with his real name, John R. Stephens. Officials in Springfield and Ohio Governor Mike DeWine confirmed there were no credible reports of Haitians harming pets. United Airlines announced on Friday that it will soon offer free Wi-Fi to passengers through a deal with Starlink, the satellite internet service from SpaceX. The service, expected to be available by the end of 2025, will be tested on United flights starting that year. Passengers will be able to stream movies, browse the internet, and even take video calls without needing to download content in advance. Currently, United charges for in-flight Wi-Fi, with Mileage Plus members paying $8 and non-members $10. The new Starlink service will be free and available on United's fleet of 1,000 aircraft. United CEO Scott Kirby said on Friday that this upgrade will give passengers a better in-flight experience, allowing them to stay connected even at 35,000 feet. United expects the service to work from gate to gate, providing fast internet on long flights, including over oceans. SpaceX President Gwynne Shotwell said this partnership will transform flying, making high-speed internet accessible everywhere. Passengers are excited, as around 80% of travelers already use in-flight Wi-Fi when it's available. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feast. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. Pope Francis spoke to reporters on his flight back to Rome from Asia, addressing the 2024 U.S. presidential election. He described both Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump as against life. The Pope was asked by CBS News about advising Catholic voters who face a choice between Harris, who supports abortion rights, and Trump, who advocates for deporting millions of migrants. Francis said they are both against life, the one who throws away migrants and the one who kills children. Regarding whether it is ever morally acceptable for Catholics to vote for a candidate who supports abortion rights, Francis suggested that voters should choose the lesser of two evils, though he did not specify which candidate that might be. Francis emphasized the importance of conscience in voting and condemned both denying migrants opportunities and supporting abortion. He reiterated the Catholic Church's stance that abortion is murder and stressed the duty to care for migrants, referring to biblical teachings. A Florida teenager was charged with murdering his mother, Catherine Griffith, in a stabbing incident at their mobile home in Auburndale. Polk County Sheriff Grady Judd described the killing as cold-blooded. According to Sheriff Judd, the teen called 911 claiming his mother fell on a knife after an argument. He said Griffith lunged at him with a knife and accidentally stabbed herself in the neck. However, when deputies arrived, the teen immediately asked for a lawyer, suggesting he knew his rights. Inside the mobile home, deputies found Griffith dead with a deep stab wound to her neck caused by a 12-inch kitchen knife. The home was tidy with no signs of a struggle, and the medical examiner confirmed that the wound was not consistent with an accidental injury. The teen's mother was pronounced dead at the scene. The mobile home belonged to the teen's grandmother, who was away in the Keys at the time. This case follows an earlier incident where the teen was arrested but not charged for fatally shooting his father in Oklahoma. Justin Timberlake pleaded guilty to driving while impaired at the Sag Harbor Village Justice Courthouse on Long Island, New York. Timberlake and his lawyer Edward Burke Jr. reached a deal with the court, resulting in a guilty plea to a non-criminal traffic violation. Judge Carl Ayres, who had previously suspended Timberlake's license, asked if Timberlake would volunteer at a non-profit. Timberlake agreed to complete 25 to 40 hours of community service and pay a fine. Outside the courthouse, Timberlake expressed his regret, stating he holds himself to a high standard and recognized his mistake. He urged others not to drive after drinking, highlighting alternatives like calling a friend or taking an Uber. Suffolk County District Attorney Raymond Tierney praised Timberlake for taking responsibility and using his platform to raise awareness about the dangers of impaired driving. Timberlake was arrested on June 18 in the Hamptons after failing a sobriety test. He had one martini at the American Hotel before driving and was pulled over for running a stop sign. The arresting officer noted Timberlake's signs of intoxication. Now it's time for global updates. A military court in Kinshasa, Congo, sentenced 37 people to death, including 3 Americans, after convicting them of involvement in a failed coup attempt. The court, which had been silent as the verdicts were announced, convicted the defendants on charges including attempted coup, terrorism, and criminal association. The trial, which began in June, also saw 14 people acquitted. The 3 Americans sentenced were Marcel Malanga, Tyler Thompson Jr., and Benjamin Ruben Zelman Polan. Malanga, the son of Christian Malanga, who led the coup attempt and was killed, was convicted along with Thompson and Zelman Polan. Their defense lawyer, Richard Bonter, criticized the trial's handling, including inadequate interpretation services and plans to appeal the decision. The coup attempt, led by Christian Malanga, targeted the presidential palace and a close ally of President Felix Tshisekedi. 6 people were killed in the attack. Earlier this year, Congo reinstated the death penalty after a 2-decade moratorium aiming to address rising violence. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feed. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. You are watching latest global updates. Maria Daniela Icaza, the director of Ecuador's largest prison, was killed in an armed attack. Icaza, who was heading to the town of Del from Guayaquil, succumbed to her injuries while being taken to the hospital. A prison service official traveling with her was also injured. The SNAI prison agency expressed condolences on social media. This attack comes less than 2 weeks after Alex Guevara, head of a prison in Sucumbíos, was also killed in a similar incident. Guevara and two other workers were shot while traveling in their car. Additionally, two prison officers in Guayaquil were murdered recently on their way to work. Ecuador's prisons, overrun by drug gangs, have been under military control since January. President Daniel Noboa declared a state of internal armed conflict after violent incidents, including a jailbreak by a notorious crime boss. Despite efforts to combat organized crime, Ecuador saw a record 47 homicides per 100,000 residents in 2023. Noboa's government continues to target major criminal groups, including Los Carneros and Los Lobos. Thousands of Tunisians took to the streets to protest against President Kais Saied, accusing him of trying to manipulate the upcoming October 6 presidential election. The protest was one of the largest in Tunisia in 2 years, reflecting growing discontent with Said's rule. Demonstrators chanted slogans such as "Out with dictator Said" and "No fear, no terror, the streets belong to the people." The protests follow a controversial decision by the Electoral Commission, which, after eliminating 3 prominent candidates in August, refused to reinstate them despite a court ruling. Critics argue that Said is using the Electoral Commission, which he appointed, to suppress competition and intimidate his rivals. Said denies these claims, insisting he is combating corruption and will not become a dictator. Currently, only 3 candidates remain: Said, Zahir Maghzoui, and Ayachi Zamil. Zamil, who was jailed 10 days ago on alleged false charges, faces multiple court cases and may be forced out of the race. Protesters are demanding Zamil's release and the end of restrictions on candidates, calling for a fair election. They claim Said's actions threaten the democratic gains made since Tunisia's 2011 revolution. Let's have a look on today's sports stories. New U.S. national soccer team coach Mauricio Pochettino revealed Friday that his main goal is for the team to win the World Cup. The Argentine, who previously managed Chelsea, Tottenham Hotspur, and Paris Saint-Germain, was introduced to the media after signing his contract this week. Pochettino emphasized the need for the players to aim high, stating, "We need to believe we can win the World Cup. We want players to start thinking big from day one." The U.S. will co-host the 2026 World Cup with Mexico and Canada. Their best World Cup finish was reaching the quarterfinals in 2002, and they finished third in the inaugural 1930 tournament. Pochettino drew inspiration from the U.S. women's team, which won Olympic gold under coach Emma Hayes. He believes the men's team should strive for similar success. The U.S. Soccer Federation hired Pochettino after firing Greg Berhalter due to a poor performance in June's Copa America. With no World Cup qualifiers, the team's competitive matches will be in the CONCACAF Nations League and Gold Cup. Pochettino's first challenge will be selecting a squad for October friendlies against Panama and Mexico. Cristiano Ronaldo has made digital history by becoming the first person to surpass 1 billion followers across social media platforms. At 39, Ronaldo leads the global social media scene with the largest fan base on Instagram and has also achieved remarkable success on YouTube. Ronaldo launched his YouTube channel, Your Cristiano, on August 21, and within 90 minutes of posting his first video, the channel gained over 1 million subscribers. In less than a week, the subscriber count skyrocketed to 50 million, setting a new record for the platform. A live counter on Ronaldo's YouTube page tracked his milestone journey to 1 billion followers, showcasing his immense global impact. His record-breaking achievement underscores his unmatched influence and popularity across digital platforms. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your fist. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. Now it's time for business news. Today's New York stock close price is 19,121.50. The NYSE Composite is increased by 133.60 points or 0.70%. Tokyo stock close price is 36,581.76. The Nikkei 225 index is decreased by 251.51 points or 0.68%. Shanghai stock close price is 2,704.09. The Shanghai index is decreased by 13.03 points or 0.48%. Hong Kong stock close price is 17,369.09. The Hang Seng index is increased by 128.70 points or 0.75%. Bombay stock close price is 82,890.94. The Sensex index is decreased by 71.77 points or 0.09%. Let's have a look on today's weather forecast. before finishing today's news, let's hear out the headlines again. US to file criminal charges in Trump campaign hacking case. Trump defended Laura Loomer despite concerns over her far-right views. John Legend defended Haitians in Springfield against false rumors. Starlink to bring free internet to United Airlines by 2025. Pope Francis says Kamala Harris and Donald Trump both against life. Teen charged with murdering mother after fatal shooting of father. Justin Timberlake pleads guilty in connection to DWI case. Three Americans among 37 sentenced to death in Congo coup case. Ecuador's largest prison director killed in latest attack amid surge in violence. Thousands demand democracy in Tunisia amidst election controversy. Pochettino sets US a target of winning the World Cup. And Cristiano Ronaldo becomes first person to reach 1 billion social media followers. That's all for today. Keep watching Millennium News Hour for latest news update. To stay updated, like our Facebook page, subscribe our YouTube channel and visit our websites. Our website addresses are www.millenniumnews24.com and www.millenniumtv24.com. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for all at TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with the Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with us for all the latest news worldwide. Thank you.